reason, my live did not upload properly. It only took snippets. I was talking about the whole Will Smith and Chris Rock Oscar slap. I'm actually dressed up like I am going to the Oscars. But for some reason, I don't know what's going on. I think my video was too long. So I'm going to make this quick, short and quick. A lot of people were siding with Chris Rock. Not with Chris Rock, with Will Smith, saying he was a protector. And that they're saying Chris Rock was out of line because he made fun of Jada Pinkett Smith's alopecia. And he deserved to be slapped. And a lot of people are saying that Will Smith was out of line. Now, while I have no issue with Will Smith and Chris Rock personally, I think they're both successful black men in Hollywood. Now, I don't find everything funny about Chris Rock, and sometimes I don't find everything funny about Will Smith. However, both men have earned their keeps. I'm doing this video again for some reason because I don't know what the hell happened. It didn't load. But anyway, what I am saying, that was the slap of the century. That was a slap heard all around the world last week. And I felt for Chris Rock. I felt for Chris Rock in many ways because that was a slap. Damn, he could have came back and said, damn, I'm going to feel that slap all the way to damn August. Damn. Now that would have really started some shit. Because here's the thing. He started off saying, nice to meet you. You look nice, Jada. See you in G.I. Jane 2. And Jada gave a side eye. Will was laughing. But the moment when she saw Will laugh, she gave that side eye. And that's when Will, like the trained puppy that he was, ran up and smacked Chris Rock in the face. Hey, I don't know what happened to the video. It's like it didn't load or something. I don't know what's going on. So I'm going to redo it again. I'm going to redo it again and go to bed. And like a charged dog, came up, slapped Chris Rock on the face, walked back, sashayed, and snapped, fixed his coat, sashayed like comedian Joe Claire said, and walked his ass back to his seat talking about, keep my wife's name out your effing mouth. He said it was a G.I. Jane joke. He said it again, keep my wife's name out your effing mouth. Chris Rock said, I'm going to. But he slapped. I think Chris Rock was surprised because he thought Will Smith was coming up to hug him. And it looked like an embrace. I at first thought the shit was staged. Because I said, what in the hell? Who in the hell would do that at the Oscars of all places? Until I saw the video and saw that this dude pimp slapped Chris Rock like a 2-bit whore on 14th and K in Northwest. Wow. Wow. Never in a million years did I ever think I was gonna live to see such fuck shit in my life. That was the slap heard around the world. That was the slap of the century. And a lot of people were siding with Will Smith. A lot of people were siding with what's his name? With Chris Rock. A lot of people were saying, well, you know, he took it too far with his joke. Jada had alopecia and he was making fun of her. He didn't say nothing about no goddamn alopecia. He called her G.I. Jane and said, see you in G.I. Jane 2. He ain't said nothing about no goddamn alopecia. And come to find out, he didn't even damn know she had a health problem. And for him to actually, Will Smith, to actually give that whack ass acceptance speech. Like, why was he even allowed to take his to not be escorted or kicked out of the damn building? He was allowed to stay. I heard Chris Rock didn't want him removed. Get his award, Give that little bitch ass speech crying, Denzel Washington was right. The devil will try you at the highest moments of your life. Not realizing he was his own devil. And he did it himself. And then on top of that, with his weird ass, you apologize to the Academy for being a jackass. But you didn't apologize to Chris Rock for what you did. But then you apologize to Chris Rock on social media, releasing a statement on social media. But you couldn't apologize. But you were man enough to slap this man in his face. But you weren't man enough to apologize to this man for embarrassing him, for emasculating him, for dehumanizing him, for stripping him of any type of dignity on national TV where everybody across the fucking globe saw that. But you didn't apologize for that. You apologized to the Academy. That was really cowardice. That was really coward-like on Will Smith's part. And I've even had friends get mad at me for defending Chris Rock. Well, he was wrong. He was talking about her alopecia. No, he wasn't. He didn't say nothing about no goddamn alopecia. Let me ask you a question. Y'all act like Jada Pinkett Smith is the only one around here walking around with a bald goddamn head. Most of her damn career, she has sported that haircut. Go watch her in Gotham. Go watch her in A Low Down Dirty Shame. Go watch her in Scream 2 when her ass was getting stabbed to death in the damn movie theaters. She has mostly throughout her life kept that hairstyle. So she is offended by a G.I. Jane joke? And then 4 days prior to the Oscars, she spoke about her alopecia. She spoke about her bald head. I don't give a damn I don't care who has a problem with my bald head. But then you got so damn triggered by a G.I. Jane joke. Really, chick? But I commend Chris Rock because personally, Chris Rock, in my opinion, should have drop kicked the shit out of Will Smith. He should have. I really think he should have. I'm not a violent person. I'm not for violence, but I am for when you put your hands on somebody has a right to fuck your ass up. Don't matter. That was a grown ass man. Chris Rock is 57 damn years old. You gonna slap a grown 57-year-old man across his face on national TV for God and the whole world to see his daughters? He got 2 daughters. Think of how his daughters had to sit and watch their father get smacked the shit out of. Get the taste smacked out of his mouth by another grown-ass black man. And then people want to say, well, he was protecting his family. What the fuck was his family endangered from over a G.I. Jane joke? What? You protected him from what? You protected her for what? First off, and later on found out Chris Rock didn't even damn know this woman had alopecia. Because here's the thing I notice with black folks, especially black women, we're too damn emotional. We jump to conclusions. Instead of just thinking and analyzing shit, we jump to conclusions. Now, I get it, as black women, we are mainly made fun of because of our hair. And brothers have been pretty much doing that for years, have made fun of black women's hair. I've had people say stuff about my hair. I've had niggas always say shit about my hair. I had bitches say shit about my hair. I've had people in my own family talk shit about my own goddamn hair. So I know, I understand that. But I do not think Chris Rock was really trying to do that. I think what he was doing was saying she looked nice. Called her G.I. Jane because of a buzz cut. Now, anyone who saw G.I. Jane with Demi Moore back in 1997, Demi Moore, who really shaved her head for that role, you need to go watch what G.I. Jane was about. She was a rogue, bad bitch who was a part of an all-male infantry in the Navy. set up by her male comrades, set up by the senator, who was another woman, set up by another goddamn man, her boyfriend. Watch that movie. So guess what? What if Jada Pinkett Smith does get casted for G.I. Jane 2? So what? So what if that is a pitch that happens? Are you guys going to apologize and thank Chris Rock for what you did? For what he did? Because that was marketing. You look at it as he was making fun of her problem. I look at it as marketing. That could have been an idea. But you know what? That probably will not come to fruition after the fuck shit she and Will Smith pulled at the Oscars last week. Will Smith, let's face it, a lot's going on with him. That wasn't normal. That wasn't right. That wasn't cool. This is a man that's been dealing with demons for years. He is not respected at home by his wife. This is a woman that decided to air her dirty laundry out on the red table, talking about how she had a damn entanglement with her son's friend. What kind of trifling bitch sleeps with her son's friend? An entanglement. No, bitch. You fucked around. You had an affair. Stop playing around with words. And you had an affair with a man young enough to be your child. That is disgusting. On so many goddamn levels. And Will Smith, to me, I'm going to tell you what he is. He is a battered man. Just like they're battered women, he is a battered man. And he had been going through this for years. He was going through this with Jada while trying to, vie for her attention when she was going back and forth between him and Tupac back in the 90s. And even after Tupac's death, because I'm going to tell you something, Jada Pinkett Smith and Tupac had that connection. Growing up in Baltimore, they were both thugging. They had that street connection. Now, Will Smith being from West Philly, growing up in the hood, he wasn't a street person. He was a part of the hood as his environment. But he was that hood kid that was corny. He was that hood kid that people would consider corny and a clown and make fun of. Until he blew up and became somebody. So, he had to work twice as hard and constantly deal with the comparisons between him and Tupac all throughout his life. And even though I watched Jada Pinkett Smith's career and the roles that she played, I'm going to tell you something. I bet you that is her personality. And I bet you she worked the shit out of that man. Nothing you did was good enough, was hard enough. She probably heard comparisons to Tupac all throughout. Will has heard comparisons to Tupac's all throughout his life, which I think to me, that's demeaning to a man. For you to compare your man to a man that ain't even here no more. But see, that's who really she's in love with. That's who really she's married to. Tupac. She's married to Tupac. She's not married to Will Smith. Will Smith is just there as a placeholder. She's married to Tupac. Tupac Amaru Shakur. That's who she's married to. Will acted out as a battered man. He has battered man syndrome. He is emotionally, mentally, and spiritually broken. And the right kind of woman will do that to a man. And I don't mean the right kind of woman, she's the right. Women like this, these cute women with these cute little petite bodies, these so-called baddies, these are the ones putting these damn men through shit. These are the ones where these men will go out here and give everything to, and it still won't be enough. She wants the entire universe, and even when you give her the entire universe, it's missing this, it's missing that. It's never enough for bitches like that. And I really feel for Will. I'm not excusing him. I really don't want his career to go down the drain because he worked so hard, but he should suffer some type of backlash and some type of punishment for what he did. You don't just slap another brother in the face like that. You couldn't do that shit in West Philadelphia. You couldn't do that shit anywhere urban. You couldn't do that shit at all anywhere to another man. Cause another brother would have knocked your ass out, would have killed you. That was some Pookie and Ray Ray ass nigga. You would have been stretched out with a white sheet covered over your head, bro. That's what would have happened to you. Wow. Oh my god. I don't get this. This is ridiculous. And to listen to black women and black men, well, he was protecting. This is the problem with our community, and this is the reason why we're gonna constantly fucking fail as a community. You want to give people, you want to reward people for stupidity. You want to give people passes because of what they look like, because of who they are, because of their status, and because of how much money they got. This is why R. Kelly's dirty ass has been getting away with the stuff that he's been getting away with for years till the documentaries and all this other shit came out and put him in jail. He's been getting away with that because you train Negroes want to pull a wool over eye and look through everyone's wrongdoings because they're a celebrity, because they have this, because they have that. Will Smith was not protecting a damn soul. That was a man acting out because he was emasculated, because he was tortured, because he was battered, and because he felt defeated as a goddamn man. And he took his frustration out on a man, another man, who looked non-threatening. And that was Chris Rock. See, I was in a situation years ago where I was in a Will Smith, Chris Rock's situation myself at work, where a coworker thought she could put her hands on me, which is how I have a little nick on my face. But see, I didn't take the high road like Chris Rock, okay? And I'll tell that story another day. I didn't take the high road. It got nasty. It got nasty where we both had to be escorted off the property. But see, Chris, thing of his life, he's done this before. And some people say because of what Chris Rock said about Jada in 2016. Whatever. Jada Pinkett Smith needs to get over herself. You've been wearing your hair like that for most of your career, which I think suits her because she has a very beautiful face. And I've had issues with alopecia or alopecia scare. When I was 12 years old, I had a bald spot. I was losing hair right in the crown of my head, my mother and I, because something tumultuous had took place in my life where, I just couldn't deal with it. And it was causing a lot of stress and pain, and it was having me lose my hair to the fact that they had to do a biopsy on our scalp to test us for alopecia. Now, while my hair grew back and it's a lot better in that area, I went through a lot of hell. People were trying to, okay, doesn't shock me not one bit that she turned out being that low life of a bitch who used to make jokes about my bald spot and all that stuff and make announcements and all that shit. The bitch had the nerve to talk about anyone and she was barely fucking 3 feet. But you want to talk about me having a bald spot. Fuck you. And now you got, what, 3, 4 damn kids by 4 or 5 different motherfuckers? And they probably don't do shit for your kids. Don't shock me none. Yeah. Long story short, I had to end up cutting off my hair. And I cut it so low that it was like a pixie haircut. And people were giving me shit for that too. So I understand the pain behind it because a woman is told her hair is her pride and glory. And I've had family members give me shit about my hair when my hair was going through issues of breaking and falling out and ragging on me and ragging on my appearance and all this other shit. And like I say, black family members can be very detrimental to you mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. So I understand. But I do not think Chris Rock would make fun of somebody with what is it? All right, here I have my little brooch. I'm wearing my little black dress with my split and all that stuff. Yeah, what is good hair? That's how you take care of it. Good hair ain't got nothing to do with what you're mixed with. And that's what he was trying to prove with that video. But no, people are like, oh, he was making fun. No, he didn't even know the woman had alopecia. So how would he? How is it that when someone makes a G.I. Jane reference about Jada Pinkett Smith, it's about alopecia? But didn't Tiffany Haddish shave her head? Nobody said nothing. Nobody said nothing about no alopecia. Amber Rose walked around for years with a buzz cut. Erica Badu did it. Tamar Braxton, what's her name? The African singer Angelique Kidjo. Nobody mentioned nothing about alopecia with them. But with Jada Pinkett Smith, oh, it's alopecia. You making fun of her head. So now she's the face of alopecia. Now I know people that actually suffer with alopecia. Some days they wear their wigs. Some days they say, fuck it, I'm going to go bald headed and look good bald. You know? Luckily for me, I don't have alopecia and I don't have that issue anymore. But yes, it's a problem. A lot of black women do suffer with it, unfortunately, in a community. And we're pressure for us to look this way and that way. And I can understand the insecurities, but I do not get that from Jada Pinkett Smith. What Jada Pinkett Smith did was wrong. What Will Smith did was wrong. She was the master manipulator. Jada Pinkett, a woman like Jada Pinkett Smith is manipulative, is narcissistic, is dangerous. That is a woman that will ruin a man, cause a man to lose himself. And Will Smith has lost his fucking self for a long time. He should have left Jada Pinkett Smith years ago. Years ago. Because she is for the streets. That is not a wife. That was a woman he had no business marrying. But you know what? You're right. People say, well, that's not your place. And you're right. It ain't my place. It ain't my place at all, but I'm saying it. Women like that ain't wife material. That's a woman that would drive a man to lose his sanity. That's a woman that will drive a man to lose himself, to lose his life physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. That is a dangerous woman. That is a woman that will cause this man to be stretched out some goddamn where, because she will constantly put him in situations that can be avoided to save her little bullshit ass ego. That is a narcissist. And for people to sit up here and defend this woman, you need to take a good look at yourself. For you to sit up here and defend him, you need to take a good goddamn look at yourself. Now, I'm for a man defending a woman, yes. Especially when that woman is in danger or needs defending. Yes, I'm all for that. That wasn't the case here. That was out of control. That was lousy. That was sloppy. That was bitch assness to the core. I don't give a damn who agrees, who has a problem. Oh well, I said what I said. It was bitch assness to a core. That is a man that has a problem and questions his own masculinity because he has a woman that challenges him. And there are women like that. You fellas need to be careful. You want to run after these bad bitches. You want to run after this. You want to run after that. You need to be careful dealing with bitches like that. Because these bitches are going to cost you everything. They're going to cost you your sanity. They're going to cost you your life. Yeah, the video just, I don't know, for some reason, it just didn't load. I don't know what the hell was going on. So yeah, I got to redo this again. They're going to cost you. They're going to cost you your soul. He said the devil tries you at the biggest party. What Will Smith failed to realize, you were your own demon. This was the biggest goddamn night of your life, and you allowed somebody to manipulate your stupid ass into ruining ruining a historic night for you, ruining a pivotal moment for you. You were the demon. This is a woman that told you you don't satisfy her sexually. You don't make her feel good. She was in an entanglement. And you sit there like a slouch. Oh, really? This is a woman telling you you ain't shit. And you nod your fucking head. And people will say, well, he was in an open marriage. Be that as it may, it's affecting him. And notice no woman that he slept with has come forward. Has anyone come forward about them having an affair with Will Smith? No. No. But Jada Pinkett Smith put that out there with her entanglement on her fucking red table. And then on top of that, what was even more disgusting, more trashy about it, that was your friend's son. That was your son's friend. So you couldn't find no one else to screw? You screw somebody young enough to be your kid? How disgusting. You are a mother in perpetual heat. Wow. Disgusting. Yeah. Ugh. Anyway, like I was saying, you know, Will Smith did a lousy play. There's no defending that. Because if he did that to Pookie and Ray Ray would have had him stressed out. And I'm going to tell you something. If I was in Chris Rock's body and you slapped the shit out of me like that, I'm not going to take care of you right there and then, but I'm going to catch your ass after the awards and I'm going to fuck your ass up. Either in the alley, either at a party, somewhere. Because Will Smith needed his ass whipped. Now, I don't want his career to be ruined, but he needs to be punished. And my thing was, why wasn't security around when he did that? What if that was Ricky Gervais or Jim Carrey or somebody he ran up to? Best believe security would have been on deck then. But nobody was around to defend Chris Rock. Nobody. Not nobody. Nobody. No one. No one. But y'all want to sit here. There's a problem with a lot of black folks. We're too damn emotional. We don't listen. We don't think. This is the reason why W.E.B. Du Bois wrote a book called The Miseducation of the Negro. Because a lot of our asses are miseducated. And do you want to know why people stereotype you and talk about you? Stop living to a stereotype. And no, I'm not saying we should care what white folks think. Because, I mean, a lot of people going to think what they want to think anyway. They're going to think what they want to think anyway, regardless. But that was the biggest night of your life and you had no self-control, homie? None? Not even a smidgen because you allowed a bitch to get get her panties in a twist over a G.I. Joe? Jane, whatchamacallit? Joke? Now, I can understand if he touched her, he said something sexually disgusting, then yeah, he didn't do none of that. But you found it okay to assault this guy. And what's sad is people like Jim Carrey, even though Jim Carrey had some ideas and had some points, he was speaking as a privileged man about Will Smith. And this is what I have a problem with. And then Amy Schumer's fat refrigerator-built ass, I was traumatized. Amy Schumer, that makes a living off of making racist jokes about people. You're traumatized by a black man slapping another black man? Shut the fuck up with your refrigerator-built ass. I'm traumatized by that shape. It's terrible. It's awful. Traumatized because you're not that damn funny of an actress. You're whack too. If you have to be racist. There's nothing funny about racism. Oh, whatever. Well, yesterday was the Grammys, and as you know, Trevor Noah said there was going to be no slapping there. So people were on their best behavior yesterday. And Kanye didn't show his ass. Excuse me. I'm not being able to talk. Didn't show his ass up. Good. But anyway, like I said, long story short, he does need to feel something. Jada Pinkett Smith is not only a narcissist, she's an egomaniac, and she's a manipulator. That is a very dangerous woman to have. That is a woman that will risk everything. To the fact that she's now causing this man to lose money. That Bad Boy 4 was pulled. His what's it called? Fast and Fierce, whatever movie he was in. They pulled that. Netflix pulled away from that. You're losing money. You had to resign from the Academy. A position that you had where you could have helped people that look like us move forward in Hollywood, that you fucked up because you now had to resign for your position out of embarrassment and shame. You owe Chris Brown an apology. I think the Academy, not the Academy Awards, I think the Oscars need to pay him something. And I wouldn't be surprised if later on Chris Brown decided to sue. He ought to sue the shit off of Will Smith, because that should teach you, motherfucker, to keep your hands to your goddamn. Think about his daughters having to watch their father get smacked like a bitch. Do you not know how humiliating that is? You are disgusting, Will Smith. You are disgusting. And Jada Pinkett Smith, you are trash. You were for the streets. That man should have left your ass a long fucking time ago. And people to sit and defend, oh, he was, her honor wasn't at stake, because I saw a video of her after he slapped Chris Rock. She was sitting there kikiing in the audience. She was betting on that. She knew her trained puppy was going to go do some shit like that. This is a woman laughing at her husband making an ass of himself. That is evil. That woman is evil. And I'm not for a man, like I said, let me say something. I am for a man defending a woman. I am for a man defending a woman when the time is right. Not defending a woman over some crap like that. You just made a video days ago saying you didn't care what people thought about your bald head. And now a G.I. Jane joke, and now your panties are in a twist and you're crying. You are full of shit, Jada. You really are. You really are. I'm going to just tell you that. That's a bunch of crap. But I will say this. I don't want to see his career ruined because he worked hard. And Chris Rock is going to grow from this. But Donald Trump's son, what's his name? Don Jr. What type of world do we live in where you can slap a celebrity and still get an award? You should be asking your dad that question, Don, whatever the hell your name is. You should be asking your dad that question, how a man gets to grab a woman by her genitalia and still become president, infiltrate votes so he can win the election, commit treason to a country that he swore allegiance to. Back in the old days, they would have took care of somebody like that. Not only that, the insurrection, other crap that he did, fraudulent stuff that he did that caused him to be impeached twice. Why don't you ask your daddy that question? That's a question you should be asking him, because I'm going to tell you the difference. Black celebrity privilege has nothing on white privilege. Celebrity or not. It has nothing. It's not the same. Yeah, Will Smith has privilege as a celebrity, but he is a black man. He can only go so far with that. When a black man is tarnished, especially in that life, he's tarnished. There is no forgiving. But I'm going to tell you something. To all you women that wanted to support this mess, I'm going to tell you something. Be prepared for foolishness like this that you support. So when your man goes down for doing fuck shit to save your ass that could have been avoided, be prepared to follow, like Funky Dineva said, be prepared to follow him to the jailhouse. Be prepared to follow him to the graveyard. Be prepared to see him lose himself over your damn arrogance and your pride and your dignity. Over something that, you not know how many people lose their life over crap like that, over stuff that can be avoided. That wasn't a time or place. Yes, a man should defend his family. He should defend his wife. That was neither here nor there at the time. He didn't even know. And one of my friends told me, well, Jada Pinkett Smith has made comments about her alopecia. Here's the thing. You got to understand, not everybody in Hollywood follows everybody. Not everybody follows everybody. Not everybody watches her red table. So that's kind of arrogant for you to expect people to sit and follow you because you're Jada Pinkett Smith. Everybody knows your problems in life. I'm a nobody and not everybody knows my problem. You a celebrity. Not everybody follows you and knows that, dear. Get over yourself. That's pure arrogance. What he did was pure fuckboyness. Pure symptom. Pure biatch-assness. Moist ass shit. Not good. Not by a long shot. As women, when it comes to a man, we are to support men, but we're also to make sure too not to bring harm to them or put them in situations where they have to defend you and defend themselves, or where things can be harmful and damaging. Yes, a man is to defend, but you as a woman is to make sure too that man doesn't get hurt. Here's the thing, it's a true statement. A woman, the right type of woman can make and break a man. Just ask Louis XVI and Marie Antoinette. And guess what? That motherfucker lost his self-respect, his kingdom, and his fucking head along with his wife. And Will is losing his manhood, his career, his self-respect, his dignity over this woman that allowed him to disrespect himself, all at the expense of her ego. Now that any psychiatrist, and I'm not a psychiatrist, but I am a very analytical person. I've always been. Maybe I should be a goddamn psychiatrist, but you know what? I don't need to deal with people's problems like that. But that's a narcissist. That is a toxic woman. That is for the streets. That is not a woman that deserves to be a wife. How is it that your daughter is talking about Tupac? You probably got a shrine, like my mother said, with this man in your house. That's probably why nobody can come over to the house, and that's sick. And now your son, Jaden Smith, said that you ruined the family. Wow. I'm going to just tell you something, fellas. I'm going to ask you ladies, what type of woman are you? And I'm going to tell you fellas, be careful who you select as a woman. All right, folks. That's my 10 cents. That's my 2 cents or whatever. I'm out.